Good day, good people that are finding the year of the paradigm. Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Anomaly Cars. Few know me as the man who is getting in the ring in a couple of days. Because of a selfish man. That being said, I digress. This is AWE Rebellion. Now, tonight on the card, there were supposed to be 2 face-offs in the ring. However, I've learned from our security team that right now, anytime that the members of the Flame Tribe and the members of the Disciples of Miko are in the building, it's been bad news. So, I know I said they were all gonna be in the ring together tonight. I'm gonna push that to Friday. I'm gonna push that face-to-face to Friday. We'll learn Bernice's match choice one day before, because they can't control themselves. Both sides are as furious as all get out. And to be honest, risking our world title match tonight instead of having a more controlled environment this Friday, we gotta cut our losses. They will be face-to-face in the ring this Friday. The same will go with Mondo and Akechi, simply because Pai is going through it. Golden, and here's the thing. I want you to look at me. Pai, who wasn't really so much involved in all of this, just was a splendid supporter for the most part. Keep in mind what was going on. Pai is now forced into a cage match. That's emotional distress that Golden has put Pai through. You guys remember all of the terrible cage matches that Pai has had to go through. He's had to go through being kind of controlled and a whole Silver Cells Open challenge. He's had to go through losing his job in a cell against Dottore and nearly breaking his neck on the way down, crashing through the cell. Pai has a literal phobia of cells. And Golden just says, hey, get in the ring, get in the cell. Despicable. That's villain behavior. That being said, Mondo is helping Pai get himself together. Akechi is probably happy, saying, hey, now Mondo's going to be distracted going into the world title match. There's a lot of factors going in here. There's a lot of factors that happened this past Friday that have kind of shaped what's going on. Things that would have happened today. Mondo and Pai both busy, but tonight Golden will be in action. He's going in action in Extreme Rules against the Chief Innovation Officer in Flynn, the man who helped me decide the fines for Joy, which should have standed, but you know, it is what it is, whatever. That being said, we have a show to get on the road. We still have a lot to uncover, and I think the biggest piece of news is nobody's seen Itto. Itto was rushed to the back this past Friday, but notably covering his chest and pushing people out of the way in kind of a frenzied state, ran out of the building. I asked Iroh, I asked the Repairman, nobody's seen him. And I'll be real, nobody really got good eyes on his vision, so nobody really knows what's going on there. I wish I knew what was going on there. But I suppose now we just have to wait. In the main event, however, tonight it is Alhaitham, it's Yosuke going up against the Repairman and Uncle Iroh, and most notably, we're gonna make sure that the Repairman and Amon don't come face to face in a match leading up to Avi-Mania, because who knows what's going on with Itto. They might have to find a replacement, and they still have to find another member, and we still don't know who the 4th member of Amon's team is, and all of that is coming crashing down. Regardless, it is so crazy because there's less than a week until Avi-Mania. There's so many unknowns about that match, and now there's even more unknowns now that Itto is in this situation. But regardless, the one thing we can rely on, potentially, as the stars go, Black, is our Medic Madness Open Challenge. I say potentially because there's a little story going on with these ladies as well. Naomi, over the past couple of weeks, has developed a lot of injuries, and they're starting to build up. Even Tai developing injuries, so all eyes are on them. It has been show off what the medical team can do to, can the medical team survive until Avi-Mania? Because one terribly banging match where Naomi puts her body on the line again. And Ty might have to fight the next 2 matches with Manuela. There's a world as well where Ty also gets too injured and has to fight, and Manuela might just have to fight alone. The open challenge may end up being a handicap match at Avi-Mania, and it's all really dependent on what happens here tonight. That's why all eyes are on these two, and all eyes are on whoever is going to be... Well, look at this. Pomni's back, but with who? Gummy who? Gummy who? Gummy Goo? Apparently so. Pomni and Gummy Goo from the amazing Digital Circus answering this, fist bumping, and heading to the ring. Very exciting times, you know? Here's the thing, we've seen Pomni kind of go pretty good in the AWE. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, okay? I wasn't expecting that, but I digress. Congratulations to you two for answering the open challenge. Hopefully, don't put too much of a beating on our medics, because they have a lot of work to do, and I'm afraid they might have even more work to do before Avi-Mania still. Depending on the outcome of all of these matches. Jessica has been working overtime recently. Sammy's been taking some online classes. He wants to do some other things on the side. So I'm very supportive. The AW is being very supportive of that venture for him. Ooh, kick to the midsection. Gummy Goo, first time in the AWE. Clyde spending some family time before Avi-Mania. He's going to be refereeing a lot of matches actually at Avi-Mania. Oh, hold on, a stomp right to the arm. And once again, this is where I was saying we gotta watch here. We gotta watch everything that's going on in this fight. I had something in the way of the bars. You guys saw the bars fine, but I couldn't. As a leg drop connects right across the neck of Gummy Goo, and another one in a reverse direction. Now at this point, everybody's been learning Naomi's moveset. You got to imagine that, admittedly. Keep it in mind, we got tapes. We got tapes on tapes of all of the moves from the medical team. If somebody is answering this open challenge, they kind of know what they're getting themselves into. You got to imagine the medical team needs to innovate as this open challenge goes on. That's the one thing about an open challenge. You never really know what your opponents are capable of, but you very quickly learn everything that the open challenge competitor people are capable of, I suppose. Pomni now tagged in the ring. Gummy Goo got his gummies gone as he's walking over to the side. Elbows right to the jaw. Pomni usually a small little jester thing. In this AWE universe, admittedly doesn't do too bad. It takes me yonder back to a fantastic match that she had with her partner Steve Harvey in a mixed tag team match. I believe they picked up the victory, and it was probably the best mixed tag team match we had before this new generation. But look at the sneaky roll up. Kick out immediately. Pomni has not taken very much damage at all. Naomi's honestly going to need to make that tag. My thing is, once again, I said it earlier, we're all keeping eyes on the potential injuries that transpire between the medical team. Tag's been made. Pomni can't hit that top rope, or rather middle rope move, and actually got a heel right to the face. Ty actually bringing out the heels tonight, maybe trying to damage her opponents even more and make sure that this match ends a little bit quicker than usual in this open challenge, but Pomni not letting it happen. Trips up there, and Ty looking to take the advantage. Sends Pomni into the corner. Is this going to be a tag? It is not. Reversal by Pomni. And a big old spine buster by Pomni as well. Spine buster that was almost a bada bing. Shades of Fuyuhiko, who will be with the Yakuza tonight as they take on Team WAAAAAAAA. And speaking of, that would be the Yakuza in terms of Peko and, Gummy Goo back in, but gets sent back down. I was going to say, Ooh, look at all the stomps here. Goodness gracious. Lifted right back up. The Yakuza being Peko and Monica tonight. They actually answered a medical open challenge. I think last Rebellion. Oh my gosh, chopping down Pomni. Making sure, I suppose, that both of these competitors take some damage and into the stairs as well. Now Gummigoo all alone in this battle. Reversal by Tae, kick to the gut, but Gummigoo catches it, sends Tae down and goes for a quick pinfall. Knows this is an injured Tae, so you know this might be easier to get them down for 3. I'll tell you what, it's not that easy. I've seen Naomi after the past couple of weeks as Gummigoo goes up and he gets planted down, gets splattered on the mat. And into the pinfall, Pomni has to come and help one. Broken up. But everybody keep this in mind. Finisher is on lock. If Ty decides to use it, didn't, but maybe going instead for a little. Didn't go for the lethal injection, actually. I thought for sure she was going lethal injection there. Maybe all she did that time, and it was a reversal from Gummigoo, going into the corner again, desperate to make the tag because Gummigoo just got rid of that finisher for Ty. Goes up, little boom, big kick right to the chest. From the Gummy from down under. Kind of a modified figure 4 there on the side. Gummigoo feeling that pain, his limbs getting stretched out. You gotta imagine he's pretty stretchy though. Gummy, you imagine, is a pretty stretchy material. As a leg drop connects and a kick right to the forehead. Toss into the LED post. That's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see if you're a part of the AWE medical team, as Naomi gets tossed again into the stairs. Tragic. Pomni reaching for the tag, saying, come on, Gummigoo, we got the time. You're a little bit more damaged than me. We got to make the tag. But no, Gummigoo's still going strong. Gummigoo saying, oh, no, we're not done yet. Lifting Naomi up, slams her down. And Naomi down for 1, for 2, kick out. I was going to say, normally, at the early onset of this open challenge, she would have kicked out of that at 1. But all the injuries that have been racked up, I've talked to Naomi, she's got her back feeling a little out of sorts, she's got her neck feeling not so great. She used a lot more medical terms than I just said, but I don't remember them all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm no doctor like she is, as she is now feeling, I'm sure, more ligaments, more tissue damaged, and broken down suplex right under that arm. And Gummigoo looking for something else. Kendo stick to Naomi. Naomi, you gotta get out of there. You were the one that we were most concerned about stepping up, but gets sent back down. Naomi might be in incredible danger. At this juncture, Naomi might just want to take the L, take the pinfall. Oh my gosh. Gums right into to the mouth. My gosh. He took the gums to the gums. That was crazy. And sent into the barricade. Naomi almost sent him into the crowd with that clothesline. My gosh. She's got a megaphone. I was gonna say Gummigoo, at the very least, on that side of the ring, went crazy on Naomi. But he has taken a lot of damage in the early parts of this match. Don't forget about that. He's still feeling quite a bit of pain. Stomp. Is she potentially going insult to injury? Double knees. Going back under the ring. Yo, this side of the ring is just a smorgasbord of items. For real. Went for an urn right to the head. Gummigoo able to get out of the way. Gets the urn out of her hands. Tried to drag Naomi to the ring. Naomi gets a couple of elbows right into the gum. And a drop kick, but she may have fallen onto that urn. May have hurt her more than it hurt Gummigoo, but able to send Gummigoo towards the barricade and into a German suplex. And I want you to all to remember as well, Pomni can't tag in right now. Oh no, my gosh, that wasn't a chokeslam. She turned it into the painkillers. And I also want to point out, even though Pomni's completely fresh, Naomi gets a little bit of a little matter of revenge. and goes after Pomni. We said Pomni completely fresh, but that might change in a second. Gummigoo is gonna go to the ring, and I'll be real. Gummigoo could be as good as gone, but Naomi wasn't paying attention, and he threw the kendo stick into her back, and it shattered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 punches right to the head, and Gummigoo may be looking to put this thing away. Right to the gums. No. Naomi able to send Gummigoo onto his back. Into the corner. Tag's been made, and here's the thing, is it a tag, or are they going for that tag team finisher? Are they going for the lethal injection? And Gummigoo at this juncture, with all the assault that happened outside of the ring, the signature's the finisher, he's down for the count, and Pomni's in it all alone. The one thing that Pomni has going for her, she's got a signature. Oh, bam! She's got a signature, she's got resiliency, she's pretty much got all of her stamina. That being said, Naomi also has all of her stamina. That could change in an instant if Pomni's able to hit the signature. What is this? Rolled into. Oh! That wasn't funny at all. My gosh. Oh, but reversal of the finisher. And now Pomni is an incredible danger uppercut. Looking to make that tag. Ty has got an orange head already. Now, here's the thing. Naomi is pretty battered. If Pomni's able to work up a signature, there's a world. Oh, my gosh. Wait. On the outside of the ring, Ty taking it to Pomni. It's really actually a 2-on-1 assault. Takes Pomni down on the outside. And stomps are being made. Twisting the arm back. Oh, no, 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 no. Not the arm. The medics are saying we're making it to Avi-Mania by any means necessary. Friendly fire. And a kick right to the side again. Sending Pomni into the steel barricades. Stood right back up. Naomi tried to send Pomni into the steps. Pomni trying to take Naomi down. But Pomni able to get a couple of shots right to the throat, and Naomi right now back in control. Pomni's still okay, but it could change in a matter of moments because they both have finishers on lock. And ladies and gentlemen, what goes up must come down. Lethal injection. Pinfall. Likely resiliency for 1, for 2. Not resiliency. I don't know how she did that. That wasn't resiliency, you're telling me? Reversal. Ty is now in the corner. But gets a reversal. Pomni is in danger, in trouble. Tag not made. Again, reversal by Pomni. And here's the thing. Pomni does have a finisher. Turned around again. Has her up in the sky. Oh, it's Sig time. Signature connects. Turns Pomni around. And maybe thinking it's time to hit that Riptide solo. Pomni 07's to you as she gets planted. Hey, yo, Ty. Anywho, my bad. Was not focused there for a moment. Was not focused indeed. I'm back in. I'm back locked in. I'm locked in again. Couple of stomps on the arm. Now trying to just destroy Pomni. One heel to the arm at a time. You gotta imagine that heel likely puncturing the arm of Pomni. The digital circus is not having a good time tonight. Into the corner one more time. No! Stop the reversal of the Irish whip. As we said earlier, the medic said we gotta make sure we make it to Avi-Mania by any means necessary. And right now Pomni is legitimately truly the victim of that. Up and stunned. But Pomni rolls out of the ring. Pomni saves the match for herself, but we've seen tables break time and time again in this Medic Madness Open Challenge. Not even a tables match. We're seeing tables getting broken in non-tables matches, which is crazy. Oh, Ty, no. Ty, come on. Ty, you're gonna have to look after Pomni after this. Goodness gracious, Pomni with a reversal and a shot to the gut. Drop kick into the not in the barricade, rather. Drop kick into the apron. And Ty now the one going into the steps. Naomi finally has gotten all of her stamina back up. Dragging Ty towards the ring, it looks like. Sends her in. Pomni does have a finisher, almost has a signature too, if she's able to hit the finisher. Up and reversal from Tai. The medics are firing on all cylinders. Drop kick to the back. But a reversal from Pomni, a mule kick right to the face. Up again, out of nowhere. Oh my gosh, plants her on the table. Tai doesn't have resiliency. 1, 2. Kicked out without it, and Naomi comes in as well. That's exactly what Pomni needed. Can Pomni come up from a 2-on-1 assault with no resiliency is the million-dollar question. It looks like that magical run might be over in the corner, and a tag has been made. They're playing smart tonight into the rope, and then sends her back first on the metal parts of the table. But again, Pomni rolling outside the ring, creating that separation and also making sure that she's not going to be the one. Hurricane Rana, also a beautiful Hurricane Rana, by the way, making sure she's not the one in the ring after a big move is hit. Couple shots right to the head. Not just fighting for herself, but fighting for Gummy Goo at this point. Knows that they can't have the worst open challenge calling yet. Right now, I'd say they probably are doing better than the Literature Club, and Pomni taking a second to celebrate. It was a quick enough celebration. Ooh, oh no. Oh man, I was gonna say, she might, ooh, dropped her. I was gonna say, we've seen her do that, that move before where she gets a flapjack on the rope into a neck breaker. Oh, but instead just drops the table on Pomni's face. That's been enough to put people away in the past. Lifting Pomni back up. Is it going to be signature time? Into the corner? No, it's not going to be. It might be tag time, and they're keeping the tags fresh. And throw first into the turnbuckle. And now Pomni on the verge of being stunned. Getting carried over to the corner. Transition and onto the ropes. She's stunned. Into the pinfall at this juncture. It was enough. The medics cleaned up, and boy, I'll tell you what, they may have needed it. Early on, they decimated Gummy Goo outside the ring. Gummy Goo wore down Naomi, but it was not enough. Naomi worked her way back up to pin Gummy Goo. And here's the peaks. Here's the peaks. That was another thing that happened there. Made sure that Pomni was down on the outside when big moves were hit. Signature up in the sky and planted down. Into the corner. Tag was made. And the lethal... No, not the lethal injection, actually. They just took him down. These were outside of the ring, actually. Gummy Goo put his hands in the gums. Gummed her up. But it was not enough. Also, let's not forget, Naomi was celebrating. Gummy Goo just came in, chucked a kendo stick at her back, and it shattered. This move by Pomni, none of us were expecting it. Wham! A lot of people want to see more of that, but I'll tell you what. The medics made quick tags. Able to put her away. Tai, oh my, okay, you can't do that, Tai. Tai, I'm trying to behave. I'm trying to behave, and goodness gracious, Tai. Anywho, pinfall to Pomni. 1, 2, 3. The medics did it. They took the W. They, I think are going to be okay going into Avi-Mania. Naomi could still miss Avi-Mania, but I think at this juncture, Tai will definitely make it to the match. All eyes are still on Naomi. We'll see how it all plays out. But congratulations to a very dominant victory for the most part to the medics. You never see it coming. And now it is a throwback. Eggman has just qualified for the AWE ladder match, the final participant in that 8-person ladder match, and he's going one-on-one with the man who took the title from him in a ladder match tonight. Now, Ray has been talking to Makoto. Unsure why Ray gave Makoto a chair. Hold on. I was gonna say Ray gave Makoto a chair during the match against Gunther. This one is buzzing off the rails right now. Oh. Oh no. Yeah. On the catwalk? They're supposed to fight right now. Q cut us over? Yeah, please, thank you. Okay. Cool. I'm unsure how this started yet. I'm waiting for word on Navia on how this started, but right now Ray and Makoto, I don't know if they're both attacking Eggman or Eggman maybe attacking Makoto, because I did tell Ray to help Makoto make sure he sleeps. But right now Eggman's attacking Ray. Makoto looks like he's coming up to help. Ray able to get out of the way. Apparently unfearing, not fearing Eggman at all. Makoto trying to get not a weapon. It looks like they're really just brawling all over the place. Eggman refusing to come down. Ray jumps apparently right on top of Eggman, and a couple kicks right to Makoto as well. I know that these two have a rich history, but I wouldn't expect Makoto to be the one to attack anybody backstage. Ray just got powerbombed onto the concrete, and part of me feels like that may have been how it started. Last time these two went one-on-one, Eggman was able to, Makoto was able to get the one-up on the Eggman, and most notably, I believe, Makoto attacked him after the match. Maybe is there something about Eggman that riles Makoto up? Oh, okay, actually, hold on. Good combination from Ray. We might see Ray in the ring at some point. I didn't know Ray had some schmoves. Well, maybe not that many schmoves, because Ray just got tossed by Eggman, but sweeping the leg, and now they're wailing away at Eggman. Makoto, I think, looking to work together with Ray against Eggman, or maybe Ray just watching out for Makoto. I'm unsure. Wait, actually, here we go. Oh, details. Thank you, Nahira. Not Navia, Nahira. My bad. Yeah, according to footage, Eggman threw the first blow. Apparently, Ray and Makoto were having some sort of conversation. I don't have the details of that conversation. I do wonder what it was, but it looks like Eggman did throw the first blow at Makoto. Ray pushed him, had not even the audacity, the moxie to push him. Did they work together and suplex Eggman? Toss him to the side. Ray and Makoto, apparently a great team, uppercutting Eggman. Do you want us to intervene? I don't know, this one's pretty good television, actually. Give them a couple minutes, let them wear themselves out. If they go back up to the catwalk, please. Up to the catwalk. Please. Interfere. Thank you. Okay, great. We're gonna let this thing play out. We're gonna let this thing play out. Actually, let me double down on that. Or things get to slash dangerous. Okay, we love to see it. We're gonna let this thing play out. We were supposed to have a match, and I'm not gonna book another match, so if they want to fight backstage, we're gonna let them fight backstage until somebody is out cold. And Makoto looks like he might be taking down Eggman again, essentially with the help of Ray lifting him up. Granted, this is a battered Eggman. Ray's taking it to him. for Makoto, with Makoto, I think Ray's really taking this. Oh my gosh, lifting up Eggman, but Eggman squashes Ray. Makoto runs over, and I think he's going for a Hope's Peak on Dr. Robotnik. Toss him over towards the equipment boxes over there. That's where we store a lot of our lights, some of our cameras, other devices. Look at this. Ray not too happy about getting squashed by Eggman. Has a whole shovel in hand and wails away on Eggman. Eggman has a signature and 2 finishers. Ray might be in some dire straits. Super kick. German on the Eggman. Hold on. Maybe Ray's also been training with Makoto or something. I don't know, because I'll tell you what. I'm sorry, hold on a minute. Ray, I'm gonna need you to not go up there, not for nothing. I mean, if you need to interfere, go ahead and interfere, girl. I said if they go up to, I think Ray's actually coming down, so I think we might be good. Is Ray coming down? Where is Ray? Ray is coming down. Okay. Okay, that's good news. That is good news, y'all. This is a 2-on-1 mugging at this juncture. Not anymore. Egg Carrier may have just evened things out for one. Eggman looking and saying, this is going to be you next. Ray standing down. Eggman sending Ray into a couple of boxes. Ray able to stop herself. But Eggplant onto the concrete. Ray's not a contracted AWE wrestler. Ray makes a lot of the merchandise, a lot of the plushes and figures, but right now has been watching Makoto, making sure he's getting some sleep, or at least trying to. You know, Makoto's been going through a rough time. Oh, Makoto up again, but not coming to help. Instead, going up top, maybe trying to lure Eggman away from the situation. And instead, it looks like Eggman's going to be the one who's going to the catwalk as well. Now, hold on a minute. Now, hold on. All of y'all can't be going up there. Now, all of y'all cannot be. Now, hold on a minute. No, none of that. No. Okay, all right. Okay, maybe we. Okay, well, they're on the dangerous part of the catwalk, you know? Oh, I'm getting buzzed. Hey. Yeah, no, not yet. We admittedly, look, we're running a show now. Yeah, I know it's dangerous, but they're not in the dangerous part of the catwalk yet. They're not in the dangerous part of the catwalk. So I think we just gotta let them slide. We gotta let them. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. You know. Yeah, I get it. I understand. I know I need to give you the call, but you know, they might settle it themselves. Yeah, I know they can settle it at their actual match. Oh, wait. No. Okay, yeah, you might want to. Yeah, okay, you can go and interfere. That's on me. That's 100% on me. Go make sure the champion is okay. Yeah, no. You said he's getting up. Then no, get out of there. No, get out. If he's still fighting, get out of there. He gonna be all right. He gonna be fine. He's a champion for a reason. He ain't gonna die. He's a champion, and that wasn't that bad of a fall. Eggman's big. Yeah, I know you're in the security room right there. You can literally see them. Yeah, nah, it's fine. Everything gonna be okay. It's a brawl. Let them get it out of their systems. Yeah, I know this is. But look, Eggman doing all right. Makoto's doing all right. Nothing is in jeopardy here. It's not like what happened with the Flame Tribe. They were out for blood. Right now, these guys are just out for violence, and I think that's gonna be okay. And we need footage, and we need to fill out time for this rebellion. So, hey, when you get angry, you need to stop yelling. My ears are delicate. Thank you. I'm gonna finish calling this. I'm gonna just say, hey, Ixnay on the interrupting A, okay? Just let them do their thing. Whatever happens, I'll take the responsibility on this one. Yeah, I know I got a match to prepare for too. Now he yeah, no, don't. They'll wear themselves out. When someone gets knocked out, then you can call and you can rush in, okay? I appreciate you. Yeah, that's the final call. Unless I call you back and say otherwise, okay? Thank you. Alright. Yeah, I think I really want to see this fight, so I call security off. Hold on a minute. Eggman tossing Makoto on the ground. Luckily, he's a champion. If he was anyone but a champion, that would have been some dire news. Oh, no. Oh, Ray might be in trouble at this point. Ray's taking egg carrier after egg carrier, not a contracted AWE superstar. Makoto all the way down there. I think he's thinking about his championship. Not thinking about Ray right now. Climbs up. Eggman climbs down. I don't really love them being up there. They've all taken some pretty heavy falls. Oh my gosh, Makoto! Looked like he broke his leg. But he's still walking, so good on him. Eggman doing a little throat slice. They're playing a little musical chairs out here. Looks like Eggman wants Ray, Makoto wants Eggman, and Ray wants Makoto to get Eggman. Reversal into a reverse DDT, and Makoto and Ray now both up. Ray has a finisher. I'm not even sure what Ray's finisher is or would be at this point. Tossing, no. Oh, reversing, and Ray goes and look. Yo, we're gonna have to talk to Ray after this. Ray not looking too good. I know they're keeping everybody away from this. They're keeping Flair away from this. They're keeping security's keeping people outside of the backstage area right now to let these two work out their issues. Because boy, do they have some issues, and all eyes might be on them going into Avi-Mania into that ladder match. We were talking about the history between Eggman and the history between Ryoma, two former kings. But let's talk about, don't forget about the history of Makoto and Eggman. That's history from this year, dog. I digress. Low drop kick. They're trying to break down the Kang, but that's a big old beefy boy. It's gonna take a lot of work. Oh, but a lot of work might be actually kind of a sleeper hold. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, a chair right to the back of Eggman. And an elbow drop as well. Makoto's got a finisher lined up. Lifting one up. Could he be thinking about Hope's Peak? No, tossing Eggman to the side. This brawl continues. Has him up, and this does look like it's gonna be Hope's Peak. And Ray with a steel chair. Eggman stunned. Ray might just bash him into being knocked out. She did. She essentially concertoed him on the concrete. Ray saying, if you won't use the chair, then I will. Stopped down. Eggman did throw the first punch, but they finished it together. Uppercut. Ray, I think, honestly took the most of this damage outside of Makoto literally falling from that first story to the concrete. Looked like it hurt bad, but Makoto said, I'm gonna shake it off. Luckily, if that was into the light source there, with the electricity, the glass, the height, the damage, likely the metal components potentially stabbing into your insides. I know it happened in Noelle, blessed be Noelle. Bless her heart. She had to be hospitalized. Unfortunately, I don't even have like the full news on Noelle going into that light back in, I think, like December. Because I think then she got kidnapped by Onyx or showed up on Onyx's list or something like that. Anywho, I digress. Let's continue, shall we? We must. They finished it. Good for them, stars. That was not the match we were supposed to have, but we'll still call it a match, why don't we? Now we got a match that better happen like it's supposed to happen. Everybody is banned from ringside because I am a fair and just general manager. It is Extreme Rules, it's Golden, it's Flynn, it's one-on-one. The Chief Innovation Officer of the AWE and the most conceited, self-centered man in the AWE go one-on-one right now as the stars go. Black.
We always used to freeze the things I love the most. I never understood it was a
Ladies and gentlemen, he might not be a referee for too much longer, but he is for right now. He is refereeing this match against Golden. It is Splendid versus nobody, but it's Splendid versus a bunch of other people in the AWE Gauntlet Eliminator for a shot at the Fight Forever Championship at Avi-Mania. There's a world where Splendid walks out of Avi-Mania as a referee and as your AWE Fight Forever champion. I wonder if he could referee his own matches. I think that would be brilliant, actually. Anywho, I digress. Let's continue on with this battle. Splendid likely going to call this thing right down the middle. Thankfully, we have a ref with great vision, great personality, great hair here tonight to call things. Blessed be God's perfect referee. It is the middle point of our show, and I must remind you that this Saturday is Avi-Mania. Splendid will be in that Gauntlet Eliminator, but he will also be he will also have his job on the line essentially in a War Games match that was set up this past Friday. It will be Pi, Afraid of Cages, Splendid, and myself against the most conceited man in the AWE. Golden, as well as Joy, the Waffle Cult leader, and Tartarus, a man on a retirement tour who I really don't have that big of a problem with, but you know, it is what it is. And there he is, a man who's stealing every opportunity from everyone that you love, while also having an opportunity sitting in the palm of his hands. Golden. I don't need to say a word. I think this sight speaks for itself. Because once again, I think a lot of you forgot. He has that golden ticket. He has a guaranteed AWE World Championship match whenever he so desires. And he gladly accepted this match against the Chief Innovation Officer. And here he comes. Okay, that sounded a little bit like the Amon theme, but it's not. So that's good. Here comes Flynn. Flynn, my Chief Innovation Officer, has been a trusted source to have by my side. And he's looking to take it to Golden tonight in Extreme Rules. Hey, you know what? Cheers to him. I wish him the best of luck. The Authority. He's doing what's best for business, and hey, if we're lucky, Golden gets injured tonight. That sounds good to me. And, you know, I would never wish injury on an opponent. I'm sorry, on a competitor in the AWE, but I'm afraid I must be biased since I'm going to be in a match against Golden at Avi-Mania. Golden off the ropes, already taking it to Flynn. 1, 2. 2 count, and a perfect pin count, by the way. Absolutely perfect pin count. And Golden takes him down. Climbing up to the top rope, Flynn. Oh, gets caught. I'm sorry. Camera? What was the camera doing? That wasn't me. What a functioning game, I'll tell you what. Anywho, axe kick to the back of the neck. Flynn stands right back up and sends Golden chest first into the announcer's table. Might have had a bruised rib because of that, and steps right back in. Flynn sending him to the side. Went for a shot there. Reversal. And Flynn with a big old knee right to the gut of Golden. The same gut that went directly into the announcer's table. Weakening the midsection of Golden. Because he's got a long week ahead of him. You gotta imagine somebody's gotta fight in that War Games advantage match. I know the center of the universe, or so he probably thinks he is, but will never admit it. Unlike Pi, who thinks he is and will always admit it, which I respect. Big old knee again by Flynn. Calling for Golden to get up. Golden does get up and hits a moonsault, barely connects with the feet onto Flynn's face. Flynn stands right back up. Ladder's in play. Flynn also going to get something. He said, you want a ladder? This is how you set one up, Golden. Puts it right there and sends it up, separating them. Golden stands, goes underneath. Oh, from behind, on the shoulders. Drops him onto the ladder. And he climbs up to the top rope. Flynn, however, smart. That's why he's the Chief Innovation Officer of the AWE. He's a smart man. Saw Golden about to go flying, says, oh yeah, go ahead and jump. And you know what? Golden made a fool of himself. Just like he did this past Friday. Fool's gold, if that ain't the truth. Can I get some fool's gold in chat? Yeah. Golden looking for a knee there. Flynn rolls out of the way. And a big old boot right to the face of Golden. Into the pinfall. One. Ooh, just one. Ooh, what is this? Has him in a unique armbar as well. Check the submission. Best referee in the world. As Flynn goes down, knees first. And 1, 2. Kick out. 2. Perfect pin count as well, because that is the perfect referee. Oh, look at that. Flynn might have been playing possum there. And slams him down. If only that ladder came down too. And then Golden would have gone back first into the steel of that ladder. And now we're seeing the brilliance of Flynn targeting every limb of Golden, trying to tear him apart before Avi-Mania 4. For the authority and for the greater good, for what's best for business. Now has a kendo stick in hand, steps into the ring. And I want to point out here, Flynn has a signature. If he's able to use it, Golden might be in a bit of danger. It was a battle of who was faster, and Flynn was faster because he's just the better guy. At the end of the day, Flynn is just the better guy. He's fighting for good. He's actually fighting for the AW universe. Unlike Golden, who says he's fighting for others, but at the end of the day, he's really just fighting for himself. Big old boot by Flynn. Turn around. Kick to the face. And another one. No Joy, no Tartaros. Nobody's going to be coming out here, right now. And do you want to know why? They're all banned from ringside. Security stopping them at every which way, at every point. And now a table is in action. And I'll be real, Flynn has really turned this thing around. Not surprising with how Golden has been acting recently. Into the ropes. Big old discus a boot. Sends a message to Golden. 1, 2. Not resiliency though. Not resiliency. And a perfect count, by the way. In fact, let me put myself over to the side real quick. I need you guys to see how perfect Splendid is as a referee. We're about to potentially lose that because of somebody who's selfish. Only caring about himself, not caring about the greater good of the AWE. Oh, into the ropes. Golden misstep there. And Flynn maybe taking advantage. And takes him down. Wait a minute, hold on. 1, 2. Resiliency is burned. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is somebody who manipulated all of you. Every single one of you. Oh, reversal of the finisher. And Flynn now on the shoulders. And drop down. Into the pinfall. That's a 1, 2. Perfect pin count. And you know what, Splendid? I bet all of you thought, oh, Splendid's gonna just call this quick. He's gonna just say 1, 2, 3. Splendid has only had one potentially questionable call in his referee career. Oh no, his back. But look at this, takes the throat of a Golden and shoves it into the rope. It's Extreme Rules and anything goes, baby. Anything and everything goes, calling for Golden to get up. Through the ropes. Oh, but caught with a super kick. Was going for that fool's gold, what he is. Not strike gold, it's fool's gold, that's what he is. Up, around, neck breaker. Yo, Flynn might just need to get in the ring more often. I know Flynn, you know, tries to stay out of it like I do. But Golden's dragged literally authority figures in the AWE into the ring because he just was like, oh, we got more eyes. Everyone's eyes are going to be on this, which means everyone's eyes are going to be on me. That's what Golden's likely going through his head. Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck. Big clothesline by Flynn. Stomping Golden out. Wearing him down. Throws a table on him. Hey, go get that sledgehammer, Flynn. Go get that sledgehammer, my guy. Hold on, reversal by Golden. You do have to watch out for Golden. He's got a finisher, and he's got a signature. If he decides to either one of them, it could be bad news bears for Flynn. Ooh, locking in that leg lock. We're outside the ring. Can't make him tap outside the ring. Hit him a couple times. Get that sledgehammer. Come on, Flynn. Get that. Or you know what? That's fine. Do whatever you gotta do. Ooh. Ooh. A lot of nasty moves going on here. Flynn busted open. You gotta imagine, you know, making an AW official bleeds. There's gotta be some sort of fine. But you know what? It's an official match, so that might be a little unfair. And I've never been unfair in my history of running this business. As Flynn stops back in the ring. Now hold on, Golden, you shouldn't be able to have that. Tried to murder Flynn. Golden trying to murder someone in the middle of the ring, and Flynn kicks out. No resiliency burn, because that is the power of the authority. And Golden makes a fool of himself trying to jump off the ropes and misses wildly. Flynn going for the pinfall afterwards. This might be it. 1, 2. Flynn saying, let me try one more time. 1. That's disrespect. That wasn't even to get the victory. That was just disrespect. And you know what? Deserved. Turned him around. Another submission. Not burning resiliency. Hey, everybody give it up for our chief innovation officer. Thought he was going for a roll-up afterwards. That could have gotten Golden. Oh, that was a reversal of the finisher. That's not good news. But that's a reversal of the signature. Let's go, Flynn. Takes him down. The cracks are starting to show. A man who we thought had a heart as pure as gold, we're now seeing was nothing but a fraud reversal. But look at this. Turn into a backstabber. Into the corner. And goes for the pinfall. That might be enough. Call it, baby. Call it, baby. 1, 2. And now I want everyone to start to realize what's going on here. Everyone walk through this with me. I'm sure everybody here was probably yapping and complaining like he's not going to call this match fairly. He's not going to call it down the middle. This was a bog standard Extreme Rules match. Splendid counted every pin perfectly. In fact, I don't think he got a single miscall. Not any of that referee bar diminished at all during this entire match because he was a perfect referee. And if you go back to watch pretty much all of Splendid's matches, he's been a perfect referee. There's no basis for this War Games match that's happening. It's been a bunch of people complaining that matches are not going their way, when Splendid's just been calling things fair. In fact, I'm sure Golden is going to have some sort of complaint tonight after he just lost fairly to Flynn. Lost fairly to the Authority, like he's going to lose fairly to the Authority in a match of his own making this Saturday. That is innovation, and that is best for business. Yeah, Flynn's definitely getting a raise, baby. Flynn's definitely getting a raise. 1,000,000%. If I could send Flynn in instead of myself in that War Games match, I would love to. But a deal is a deal. I'm glad Flynn was able to, oh yeah, baby. Well, that's not right. His referee bar was perfect. That being said, we will go on. That was a perfectly reffed match. I'm not entirely sure what they're making complaints about. That's a glitch in the system. Splendid is perfect. Give me the stars. And we will continue. We're heading on to Mafia Antics. It is the tag team champions. It is the entire Mafia coming out to support Peko and Monica. It's gonna be 2v2 tornado tag, so this may get a little bit chaotic. Pinfalls happen inside the ring. Y'all, let's get it on as the stars go. Black. Out first, once somebody turns the cameras on, thank you, the AWE Tag Team Champions. I believe they've broken 300 days at this point. Let me get their exact numbers real quick. It is AWE title history. Oh, they have not passed 300 days yet. They are still at 246. They will get to 250 by Avi-Mania, but they still got a little ways to go if they want to get to 300. They got a ways to go if they want to get to 365, but I guess they really only have to get to the fight before Christmas. December 21st is when they won it. Well, this isn't the right music for the Yakuza. I didn't, you know, I thought they were going to come out all together, but apparently Monica said, allow me to introduce to you the Yakuza, apparently. Allow me to introduce to you the rest of them, probably. I think. That's very 2K of them, but I digress. Let's see if the rest of them walk out together. No. Well, there's the that's the rest of them. And it says with Yakuza. They're both here. Good on you, 2K. I don't know what you're doing. You're a little high sometimes, but I digress. The Yakuza versus Team Wa. 2-on-2 tornado tag. One pinfall wins this fight. Toss to the side and a big old stomp down. Couple of shots to the gut. It will be 2-on-2 at Avi-Mania as well. It'll be Majima and Fuyuhiko taking on Team WA for the Tag Team Championships. Missing wildly with that. Couple shots, couple more shots, but from behind, Waluigi taking down Peko. And look at that, Electro already stepping in saying, hey, hold on a minute. I think that's enough of that, but Monica gets taken out. Shoulder tackle in the corner, Peko with a reverse DDT. But Monica's getting thrashed over there by Waluigi. Waluigi kind of working in this match right now, taking out both members of the Yakuza. Once again, it's tornado tag. That means anything goes, except for maybe a rope break might still be on. I'm not sure. 2K is a little crazy sometimes with that setting. Not even a 1 count. I will also say to this 1, 2, 3, 4 Friday, there will be 2 big normal gauntlet matches featuring our 2 ladder match participants. It should be an exciting time. Everybody's gonna, I believe, start with 1 finisher in that ladder match, so we may see some very quick pinfalls with people out the gate. But who's gonna have momentum going in Avi-Mania? And you gotta imagine Eggman's gonna really want to get his hands on Makoto in that gauntlet match. After what happened here tonight, Gunther's probably gonna say, hey, I want to pin all the champions. Fulton for the first time in action, I think, really since, it might have been since like February. Monica goes down. Peko was high in the sky, and now they're both in there alone with Wario, but Waluigi finally back in. But now both members of Team WA down, but not for long. Off the ropes. Monica the only one standing, Peko rolling back up, and now Waluigi. A little bit of danger. He's now really surrounded by the Yakuza, which is kind of crazy. Surprised he didn't take it to either member of the teams that he will, either member of the team that he will be defending the championships against. I think they're just trying to stay focused on what they have in front of them, the task they have in front of them, and that is Monica and Peko. What an amazing debut against the medical team. And now we're starting to see the reason that these 2 have had those titles for 246 days. They're always able to turn the tides in their favor, and now we're seeing that live right now as Monica's in a submission hold, and Waluigi has worked up a finisher. Wario climbing up to the top rope, and a leg, oh no, a senton, almost looked like a leg drop, and look at this, I'm sorry, Electro's got, yo, that was almost a pin. Electro had a kendo stick in his hands. I think he was threatening to get in there and wail away at, ooh, there's separating them. This is expert separation from your tag team champions. Oh, missed move there. And Peko, gets taken out. Monica's gonna have to get in there. Peko is in dire straits right now. 1, 2. Peko burns resiliency. Monica was nowhere near fast enough. The Yakuza right now, maybe, I'll tell you what. Oh, missed that kick. Ooh, but a cheeky roll-up. Wario, however, was much faster to get to his tag team partner. And Peko gets planted. But Wario unable to capitalize because Monica now, it looks like, enraged after what's been going on. Stomps on the back of Wario. We know Wario has had trouble in the past with that back. And is, plants in the face of Monica. Waluigi just took out Electro, I believe. Big splash by Peko. Now Peko, gets suckered in by Waluigi. He steps in. Peko a step faster. The girls fighting back. Peko got, got Waluigi from the top rope to the mat. Elbow drop. You have to imagine, is this a move by the Yakuza to try and take down the tag team champions? They were happy to accept. And has him in the corner, and also look at that. That turnbuckle is exposed. That's extra damage. And you're gonna need it. Peko, I think, was going for that massive clothesline. Oh, but shades of Fuyuhiko, bada bing. Waluigi, wait, hold on a minute. May have just set Monica up to do something, but Monica, you know, had reservations. Climbs up to the top rope again. Didn't have reservations this time. Accidentally frog splash Peko. Used the finisher accidentally on Peko. Electro, seeing that happen, rolled out of the way, and Peko took insane damage. Oh man, that's crazy. I've never seen that happen. Someone roll out of the way, and then their tag team partner is the one who gets hit with the tag team. I'm sorry, who gets hit with the flying finisher. That's wild. Peko lifting Wario up, sends him into the ropes, and oh, there's that clothesline. Unsheathed blade. And now Wario's down. He has no resiliency. Oh no, he did. I was looking at Waluigi. Now he definitely has no resiliency. Peko off the ropes. And here's the thing, Peko does still have a finisher. Peko uses that unsheathed blade one more time. Could be curtains. Waluigi realizing that, saying, no, let me get that. I was gonna say, let me get that kendo stick. Peko says, no, Sledgehammer beats kendo stick. And Peko, realizing the path to victory is before her, steps back into the ring, climbs up to the top rope, and she can't be thinking. She can't be thinking. Oh, and she's blade from the top rope. And a knee strike right afterwards. Lifts him up again. And another unsheathed blade. One, but it's broken up by Waluigi. Yikes. Wario is now in some big trouble. Hits a clothesline of his own. Monica alone in there with the tag team champions. Rolls out, smart decision. Smart decision, and you see the Yakuza looking onward. Oh my gosh, Waluigi might have hurt himself with that. And another bada bing by Peko. Sharing a move with Fujiko. Cute, real cute. Wario might walk into, play around and walk into Avi-Mania injured at this point. Big ol' running power slam by Waluigi. This match has been chaos. This match has been chaos. The frog splash to Peko was the most chaotic thing. I won't say tonight, because Makoto just did get thrown from the backstage area, the catwalk, onto the concrete. That did happen. That being said, we've had a crazy rebellion. Golden loses absolutely clean. There's nobody to blame but himself. And could that, I was gonna say, that could be the cracks forming, him overexerting himself, as a sledgehammer goes right in the face of Monica. But Monica still has the wherewithal to say, no. Ain't gonna be none of that. She said, I'm not missing the frog splash this time. But she does. But she does miss the frog splash, reversed by Waluigi. But steps out of the way of Waluigi. Kicks him right in the kneecap. What does she have going on here? Oh, a nice roll-up onto the tag team champion. But now Monica's all alone in there. All alone in there. And he may be looking to sit on her. This is how he beat Majima. And he said now he's gonna beat Monica the exact same way. Peko stunned for 1, for 2. She kicked out without resiliency? How'd that happen? Oh, but they couldn't help Peko, who also kicked out. She doesn't have resiliency anymore. Yo, I thought that was about to be over. I thought that they had really sealed the deal there, but they might be sealing the deal right here, right now. Pop-up power bomb into the pinfall. That's 1. No, Peko was around to break it up, but there's that Waluigi locked in deep. Peko may be on borrowed time now, may have to tap out. Oh, she used adrenaline. It wasted all of her adrenaline, but she was able to survive because of it. That was an insanely smart move, and the unsheathed blade connects, and while Wario is busy with his move, 1, 2, Waluigi burns resiliency. Now here's the other thing. Wario does still have a finisher. If he's able to hit it, he's in great shape, but Peko sends him to the outside. Waluigi has nothing on him, but sends her face first in the exposed turnbuckle and trying to stun her right here, right now. And stunning her, I believe he just did, which means he has Full time to do whatever he needs to. Throat first into the exposed turnbuckle. Reversal. Majima buying the tag team champions, buying Peko time. They know she just went throat first into an exposed turnbuckle. Oh man, kick right to that Wario. And a clothesline of that exposed turnbuckle as well. And a double axe to the back. Peko is in dire straits but rolls out of the ring. Alright, they I wasn't expecting all of this, but oh, that Waluigi back elbow. Monica's gonna have to go in and break that up. Oh, she might not have the stamina. She might not have the stamina to get there. She doesn't. She was a second too late. And Team Wa, with all of the Yakuza on standby, were able to beat two of them. They said, bring your worst at Avi-Mania. We're gonna do what we always do and find a way to win. There were distractions all over the place, but Wario on the outside was able to use his big old body to body block Monica, make sure that she didn't have the stamina to go in and break it up. That being said, they had incredible kickouts. They certainly did. They took the tag team champions to the limit tonight. Look at that pop-up power bomb. And here, the unsheathed blade, able to burn resiliency on the both of them, but unable to get the job done, and that will be the story walking into Avi-Mania. When these two are together, all they do is win, except for one time when Fujihiko and Majima qualified for this match. Tonight they beat the numbers odds. Can they do the same at Avi-Mania when the tag team titles are on the line? Yeah, I don't know. The Yakuza was on like full alert there. They were like, okay, over here, over here. They were running interference like crazy, but at the end of the day, at Avi-Mania, it's going to be a regular tag team match. It's a normal tag team match. So I'm going to keep it a buck with you. All those distractions get you kicked out real quick. Get you kicked out ASAP. As we move on to our main event. Stars, please. Thank you. They're one of the best for a reason. And tonight, we also have two of the not so best. I'm talking, I guess, Yosuke and Alhaitham. Although Yosuke kind of is one of the best. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Lately, he's been one of the most dashly, the most skeevy, one of the worst. But in terms of his history, he is kind of, he's pretty decorated. He's with Amon on his side as a manager, with Alhaitham in his corner as his partner. They're up against Uncle Iroh and the Repairman. And it's starting as the stars go. Black. Well, it'll start when I get back here because the game crashed. Okay, now we're here. And this is why we don't just click next match. We always go back to the thing and then come back. Because in that regard, it usually doesn't reset the entire match card. Can't say I love these guys. Ooh, Alhaitham standing in the middle this time. Very intrigued.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Eggman, the Masked Man, at a combined weight of 384 pounds. Alhaitham and the Ministry.
We gotta cut our ring announcer's pay. He's certainly doing a job. I wouldn't say a good one. Anywho. These three and their fourth, whoever that is, will be fighting at Avi-Mania. I don't know who their fourth is. I don't know who Iroh's fourth is. He might need to find a new third at this juncture. Unless Itto is showing up tonight. I'm at the very least worried about it. None of us know what Itto's current situation is. Medical didn't get a chance to look at him. He was like, I wouldn't say panting like a wild beast from the descriptions that I heard, but he was frantic holding his chest as he was leaving the arena, which only makes me assume the worst.
He's got the whole He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He's got the whole world in his
he didn't want to do it, but he had to. I believe the Friday before Avi-Mania 2 years ago. For many weeks there was a door in static. And now that door has been opened. And ever since then, he's been alright. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. He's been that guy. In a triple threat match, honestly a fantastic and more notably an emotional triple threat match between the Repairman, Skull, and Gozu to see who would come here to fight with Iroh and who would fight with Iroh at Avi-Mania 4. The Repairman did not use a single finisher. He took so much pain as the other two kind of worked together to make sure that he was not the one in this match. They wanted to do whatever they could to make sure that their leader didn't have to go face to face with Amon. Even if it meant attacking them together in that ring. But as a leader, he could not let them fight for him. He could not let themselves be put in danger for his sake. With one finisher, he took down Skull at the very end. Got the pin. And now he is on Team Iroh. Let him in. Yeah, he got the whole world. Hey, if you don't blow out your lantern, thank you. Big priest. I was gonna say, we have a main event to get on our hands. And with him tonight is hopefully Iroh and Itto. It is. Just Iroh. Okay, now that we're here, I feel like maybe they just should have taken Kago instead of having a battle for it. I know they both had reasons to be here, but this is I can only hope that Itto's okay. There's a lot of thoughts going through my head right now. What we saw on Friday was shocking. He's been trying to do this in front of a live public audience for a while. And Amon may have legitimately I guess you can say blinded the vision, blocked the chi, however you want to say it. But you gotta imagine that's gotta rile up Iroh. Iroh, who kind of walked away from Itto. If he was still there, I'm sure he could have gotten into the ring to let it happen. Maybe he was thinking about the good of the match, but at the end of the day, the good of the match means Itto is okay, and... Ugh. This is probably exactly what Amon wants to see. It's exactly what Amon wants to see. This team fall apart before it's even... Ooh, Repairman. Wailing away at Alhaitham, actually. He wants to see this team fall apart before they even have a chance to get to Avi-Mania. And it seems like that might be happening right before our eyes. And a shot to the back. And another shot to the back of the head. Tag's been made to Iroh. That was pretty much all Repairman, not for nothing. But Alhaitham looking to turn things around. Hits Uncle Iroh in the back of the head. They're looking to get a little retribution. Turn around. Iroh with a clothesline. And a knee strike right to the face. It will be 4-on-4 elimination. Essentially for the fate of the movement. And a shot right to the jaw. Lifted up and drags him over to the corner. 1, 2, kick out. I think I'm already at 2 there. I was gonna say he's been pretty beat up. I think they might still they might try and do what they did last time. Target and make sure no tags are made. They were able to quickly dispatch of these two last time. If they're able to do the same thing at Avi-Mania, we could be looking at a clean sweep for Team Iroh. However, they've almost seemingly gone from 3 members back down to 2, and the fate of Itto up in smoke, up in questions. And Yosuke going after the Repairman. And a DDT right to the top part of the Repairman. I don't know if it's a head or not. That anatomy still confuses me, but I digress. We know he can bleed. We know he can hurt. He can get hurt. Iroh with a nice takedown, stomping in the arms of Yosuke, and knee in the back. Stomp to the arm and honestly the shoulder of Yosuke as well, and goes for an arm bar, trying to tear apart the arm of Yosuke. Couple shots right to the head over and over again. Yosuke sending Iroh, but going for a super kick. Iroh responds with a clothesline. Gotta imagine now Iroh also livid at what's going on too. Livid saying, if I had just stayed there, if he had just stayed there, everything could have been honky-dory. Whip through, holding Iroh's head there into a big boot. Alhaitham back in charge in this match. Shot right to Iroh's head. Now we're starting to see this team wear themselves down. Iroh showing a little weakness himself, and I'll be real, it might not be weakness, it might more so just be emotions. We're in a high emotional state. Yo, neither of those slaps seemed to phase the Repairman. He was just like, did you hit me? Twice? I didn't want to, wait, hold on a minute. They don't want a tag team move to the Repairman? He's not even a legal person, that's crazy. Hey, but they still made a tag, so I guess Yosuke is now the legal person, and this is not what you want to see. You don't want to see these two getting their stride. You don't want to see these two getting a little crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Amon by their side, directing traffic as well, telling you get that man's right here, right now. Alhaitham has a signature. Yosuke sees that, potentially goes to make that tag, and he does. Rolls through, and a double super kick to Iroh. Jumps to make the tag. Alhaitham just misses with that move. Repairman. Maybe. Wait, reverse the signature. And stomps on Alhaitham, lifts him up, throws a couple of hands himself, and a big old spine buster. He's got his back turned to Alhaitham. Alhaitham, something willed him to not make that tag. Repairman staring at him with that eye. He's going to that place. Ladies and gentlemen, Sister Abigail. Dragging him. I think going for a pinfall at this juncture would be a great decision by the Repairman. No, he's looking to... No shot. No, he turned it into a slam. That's right. That's absolutely correct. We know he tries not to use that let him in. We haven't seen him use it in so long, but you thought maybe for a second there in this situation he would try to bring it out. Not the case. Still going for that let him slam, I guess. Reversal by Alhaitham. Repairman at the very least almost completely fresh in this match. You could say the same for Yosuke, just has his arms worked up, which is kind of weird. I don't think we've ever really seen anybody just with their arms and nothing else outside of a shin match. Walking over, and they're going to make that tag. Alhaitham saying, yeah, get me out of here. That was a little close. The Repairman might be a little bit of a threat, and now they're focusing it on Iroh instead, saying, hey, maybe we can injure the old man. Make him a weak link going into Avi-Mania. We already know Amon's injured. That might be their MO tonight. Has Iroh up and plants his head. Oh, that... Ooh, I was going to say it could have been rope break, but he wisely lifted up the rope. I'm sorry, the leg under the rope. And now we're seeing vintage Yosuke off the ropes and into a big splash on Iroh. This is not going as smoothly as Itto's match. Reversal, though, by Iroh. It doesn't have to go as smooth as possible. They just got to pull off the victories. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Oh, reverse the tag there. I think reverse the tag team finisher potentially. And I think they did, actually. And Iroh reversing again, saying, nah, I ain't going to be none of that. One more shot, though, and Iroh's stunned. Yosuke, former Mr. Golden Ticket, former AWE champion, former tables champion, called himself the premier one for a while, has dropped that and joined the movement. And look at this, a middle rope. Deep arm drag, and Yosuke's built up another finisher. But Iroh again with the reversal. And, reversal sent him over. Oh, but Iroh's just too good. Call it up, dial it up, Ring of Fire. Connects. But he's unable to capitalize because Alhaitham pulls him down. Iroh saying, that's not going to work for me. Whips his arm back around and signature hit on Alhaitham as well. And now he has a finisher built up. We call him the Mad Dragon right here, right now. We may be looking, I don't think they have a tag team finisher, to be honest. But they do have a tag being made. Into the ropes. Up and down. With authority. Repairman heads outside the ring, stares Amon down. Amon actually backing up from the Repairman. I think he knows his great strength, but if Amon gets... Ooh, I was going to say if Amon interferes in this match, he could get thrown out. There's no DQs. Referee will throw somebody out tonight. Repairman, yo, he pulled himself off the ground with that. Oh, but look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Drops the Repairman on his dome as well. And that is no resiliency. 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out, but here's the other big picture. He's got 2 finishers now. Yosuke is a dangerous man, and he's looking to hit the first one. Got him. Yosuke 2. 1, 2. Broken up by Iroh. No resiliency used. Smart tag team work. That being said, they both still have finishers. Turns him around. Standing Spanish fly. Repairman crawling for that tag. Yosuke not letting it happen. Holds him down. And drops him right on the arm. On the chains on the arm. Repairman gets the feet up. Alhaitham actually the one calling for a tag at this point. The Repairman sends him into the ropes. Reversal by Yosuke. Reversal right back by the Repairman. Reversal right back by Yosuke. And he's trying to hit... Oh, that DDT blocked. Repairman with a powerful base. Small but powerful base. put his hips into it, and a tag's, no, a tag has not been made. Repairman up on the top rope. Jumped for it, and may be paying for that. Ran him into the referee. A dashly maneuver, but the Repairman, ooh, drops himself on his eye, and Alhaitham capitalizes with a clothesline. And he may be thinking about that tag team finisher now. He's in the corner, and they may be clocking it. We talked about how fresh the Repairman was. In powerbomb position, leg drop connects. 1, 2, resiliency is burned. Kick to the back, and an elbow to the eye, not connecting. Big boot to the head. Turned around. I think the Repairman's starting to realize if this happens at Avi-Mania, none of his people will be safe. He just has to survive in that match and win. He has to be a remaining competitor. Popped Yosuke up. Slams him back down, but Yosuke gets a kick to the head area of the Repairman. Hurricane Rana. And keep in mind, Yosuke does still have the finisher, not allowing the tag to be made. They're keeping the Repairman isolated this time. Lifts him right back up. Tosses him in the corner again, and they may be looking to finish this thing off. Tag team finisher. No. Lifts him up to the top. Alhaitham, I think, was calling for something else, saying, oh, no. Go big. Send a message. Top rope, standing Spanish fly. All the way to the ground, and now calling for the Yosuke 2, and gets every ounce of it. This could be the fate that we see at Avi-Mania. The Repairman's big ol' eye staring up at the lights. Iroh unable to come in to help. And Amon off to the side saying, this team is falling apart before they can even think about coexisting. Double super kick. Iroh and the Repairman suffer a major loss tonight. The Repairman was in full form early on. Reversing signatures, hitting Sister Abigail's, hitting that big old claw slam. But I'll tell you what, it wasn't enough. In terms of being an actual team, Alhaitham and Yosuke were an actual team. They isolated the Repairman and they isolated Iroh at different points in this match. They had an actual tag team plan. The other two, they didn't. And look at where that left them. If Iroh and the Repairman don't get 2 other people on their side and in sync with them, there's a world where they get swept at Avi-Mania. Because now I'm sure there's a lot going on in the Repairman's mind. Was this the right decision? Did his decision lead to essentially a weak point in the team of Uncle Iroh? There's 6 days until Avi-Mania. And these 3 are now standing tall at the end of Rebellion. Uh-oh, is all I can say. Get us out of here. As always, our Rebellion lives that are on the 5th Friday of the month are always kind of big spectacle events, and that is no different from this Friday. That being said, though, let's talk about everything that happened here tonight. We will also not be doing the next show because I have to set up Rebellion Live. Nothing new here. Well, nothing's new, so there's no injuries. Actually, nobody got injured. That's great. That's great. It's almost great. I wish somebody got injured, but I digress. Let me see. The roster should be about the same. Nothing has changed because it's not a new week. And I think that's pretty much it. The movement has... Poor Itto. Team WA, despite the huge number advantage, said, we're gonna do the same thing at Avi-Mania. Golden lost clean to Flynn, the Chief Innovation Officer, the CINO, the greatest of all time, just walked up to the man who claims that he's Mr. OC, that he's always representing the OC division. The most conceited man in the AWE. And he said, get humbled. Makoto fought back with Ray. And even at the end of this backstage assault, Makoto would not use the steel chair on Eggman. And Ray said, if you won't, I will. This is how you get things done. Concerto, 1/2 chair, 1/2 concrete, a real con for concrete chair toe. Terrifying. And Team Medical, they were actually winning by any means necessary. They were attacking together while not legal on these two. They're saying we have to make sure we make it to Avi-Mania. Naomi just has to really survive this Friday, and she's got a great chance. Tai will be there no matter what, but I guess really the question is, will she be competing with Manuela, or will she be competing rather with Naomi? We'll find out this Friday at Rebellion Live. And as I said, our Rebellion Lives do tend to be spectacle-like shows. It'll be not a huge card, but it'll be like, you know, longer than a regular Rebellion card. It'll probably be an 8-9 match card. Maybe actually an 8 or 7 match card, because there will be 2 gauntlet matches. It'll probably be closer to 7 then. But I'm so excited. We're gonna have face-offs. Akechi, Mondo. One night before Avi-Mania. Bernice, Miku, as they have been battling backstage already. Not battling actually, but they've been... Security has been keeping them separated. They haven't been able to get close to the stage. We are going to have one set of people walk all the way in and keep the other set of people in the parking lot. I think that might have to be the move. Right now, we've sent them both home. We actually have security to make sure nobody is attacking them at their homes right now. It's been crazy. Pai is with Mondo trying to get over his fear of cages. There's a lot going on. And it's a lot to juggle. But it's all coming to a head at Avi-Mania 4 this Saturday. So get excited. Until then, I guess I'm taking off. Anything else to announce? No, I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we're all set. Be there this Friday, though. Because it's going to be a fantastic time. Who will show up in the Open Challenge? Who will win those gauntlet matches? Who will win Iroh versus Moko? In their next to last match, will Moko get a point? Because Moko's going to need to win the next 2 matches to at least tie what's going on here, right? We're entering match 6, and we have 1 tie. Moko's got 1. So that means Iroh has to have 3, so yeah, it must be 3-1-1. Yeah, Moko's got to come up clutch. Can she is the real question. Iroh has been smart. I will say Iroh's been smarter than Moko, but once again, during this entire thing, there's not been a pinfall or submission. I'm excited to see what goes on this Friday. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching, and get ready for Rebellion Live on the road to Avi-Mania.